Before we begin, look around your room. Verify that you are completely alone. This phenomenon relies on isolation to function. It starts with a single line of text. There is no username, no profile, and no timestamp. The question exists outside of any app or operating system interface. In this case study, the subject ignored the first prompt, but when it reappeared the following night on a different device, they broke the silence and answered, "Yeah," out loud. The response was immediate. A second line appeared, indicating the phone was now actively listening. Verbal acknowledgement provides the necessary bridge between digital isolation and physical vulnerability. By speaking, the user gave the presence a coordinate in the physical world. On the third night, the escalation moved beyond text. At exactly 3:11 a.m., the subject's phone activated on its own, completely bypassing silent mode. The front-facing camera turned on, displaying the user's face framed in the dark room. They were staring directly into the lens. A message appeared over the video feed. "Look behind you." This diagram illustrates impossible awareness. The entity uses the camera's field of vision to calculate the exact blind spot behind the user's head. This creates a psychological bind. Turning around validates the instructions, but remaining still leaves you vulnerable. The user remained paralyzed, but the camera feed began to glitch. The reflection on the screen smiled and tilted its head, even as the user's actual face remained frozen in fear. The camera feed began to diverge from the physical environment, utilizing visual distortion to break the user's remaining psychological defenses. A new prompt appeared. "Did you look behind you earlier?" This referenced a private, physical action the user took on the first night, one they had not shared with anyone. The user stayed silent, prompting an incoming call from an unknown number. The only text on the screen was a command: "Answer." The user chose to decline the call immediately. The rejection of the call was met with a physical surge. The room lights flickered violently, and for a split second, a shape appeared in the corner of the room, positioned exactly where the camera could see it. Following a message that read, "Wrong answer," the perspective on the screen shifted. As shown, the camera perspective shifted from a front-facing angle to a third-person view, looking at the user's back. The screen showed a figure standing face-to-face with them, perfectly mirroring their tremors, yet the physical room remained completely empty. The visual manifestation followed the refusal of the call. In this instance, the entity appeared to utilize the user's resistance as a means to anchor itself in the physical space. The user destroyed the phone that night. The following morning appeared normal, with no further messages or sightings during their daily routine. But upon checking a different device later that day, a final system notification was waiting. Someone answered the second question. This case highlights the process of psychological erosion. As this flowchart shows, the transition from a digital prompt to a physical intrusion requires human acknowledgement. Without that interaction, the entity has no path forward. This brings the focus back to your screen, the one you are looking at right now. If a device lights up and asks if you are alone, the only documented survival strategy is total non-interaction. Do not speak, do not type, and do not acknowledge the prompt. Any acknowledgement provides a point of entry. If you are asked that second question, understand that the consequences of answering remain unknown and potentially irreversible. Stay silent.